I'm here playing World of Tanks, and it's time for a replay. This one was sent in by the Goddess Menhit, and it's in her French artillery with a tier 5. How you pronounce this thing? I'm looking at it. It's just letters, isn't it? I mean, it makes you want to say Le Fleur. The 105 leFH18B2. What am I going to call it? I don't own this tank, so I don't really get to reference it much in the channel. This is the first actually on the channel for this tank. We'll just call it Le Fleur. We have got the map that's called Redshire. It's supposed to be England. It kind of looks like it green, I guess. It looks okay for England. I can't say I've been anywhere in England that looks quite like that, but it doesn't really matter. Whatever. So we've got a nice little glut of tanks now. We are firing the high explosive rounds, and this seems to have a pretty rapid reload for a tier 5 SPG. And I think we're going to get a hit here. It took a while to get there, but when he got there, it did quite a bit of damage to that tank, taking 50% of his hit points off, and now he's dead. So that was good. We've lost 1, they've lost 2. We are firing the high explosive. We've also got a high explosive anti-tank, and we've got some armor piercing too. I'll take a quick look at those penetration statistics in a moment. Maybe when things settle down on this corner. Now we're not looking at the castle. Maybe we should be, because there's an OI experimental. A couple of Chinus, Chihas, Chihis, Tihis, Tahas, all over in that corner. Churchill 3. It's a pretty big tank and it's not moving very quickly, so that's probably not a bad target to him. And he's going to get hit, I think. We get one in his sides, 116 damage. I'm kind of watching this mini-map, trying to work out whether this is the right place for her to be aiming. I'm concerned about the castle. Obviously, I have not watched this. This is just my normal rule. I just like to watch these replays and see them unfold and try and give you a half reasonable commentary of what's going on. They've completely walked through this side of the map. What can you say? It was a complete disaster. I mean, she's doing her best. She's managed to hit quite a few tanks in that corner and give the team some good support. How good's the lead on this tank? I'd be happy with that. You'd think that would actually hit. Our T67 looks like he's going to om-yom-yom on an M41 HMC. You'd think. Keep an eye on that. We're now being pressured a bit by our right flank. We are turning our attention to our right flank in the west. While she's on the move, these HE explosive rounds, 105, that's why it's called a 105. They do 410 maximum damage on a really soft target. Penetration of 53. Firing the Matilda on the move, very close indeed. Then you've got the anti-tank rounds, double the penetration, same damage, and you've got the high explosive, 64, 350, a bit less maximum damage. And there's a sitter, T70. Come on, gun, reload. Ooh, it's lucky you didn't fire then, because you'd think maybe, but not. It's all come down to this now, really, isn't it? We're in this corner. We've got a couple of TDs up on the ridge, which is a typical place to be. Are they taking shots at us? No, they're definitely taking shots at the Matilda, which is fine. I think that Chinu is going to keep on doing that in that corner. And the shot comes in. We hit the wall. Right now, this feels like it's not going to plan, and you'd probably be thinking, it's going to be a defeat. This is going to be a defeat. What can I do? At least it's got a pretty quick reload. If this was an artillery that had a really long reload, I suppose a tier 5, they're not going to be epic, not like tier 8, 9, 10 artillery pieces where you can actually go and make a cup of tea. You really can. If the kettle's already boiled, you can actually go and make a cup of tea really quickly between shots. Or raid the crisps cupboard between shots. Getting some damage in. So we've got the SAL 42. He's come up beside us. There's only 3 of us left now versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemy tanks, and they are encroaching on our position from all sides. Well, the Archer managed to take out. Oh, good shot. Took out the KV-1S just then, and our Archer managed to take out the T-34. So in quick succession, we've drawn this match a little bit more manageable. 5 against 3. Sorry, we've still got the SAL 42. Churchill, come on, we've got to assist our Archer now. We've got to get that gun over there. Try and get some shots on. Oh, we've lost the archer, so it's just the two of us now stuck in this corner. Can we get lucky with that shot? No, we do not. It's good we've still got the SAR because we need that guy to do spotting. And we've been detected. Oh, can we get a possible Stark's medal here? Can we get shot a few times and survive the battle and win it? Doesn't seem likely, does it? As with all good replays. What doesn't seem very likely, we've taken a hit, like it's straight into our tracks and managed to hurt our radio operator as well. No, the actual radio has been damaged. How do you fix that in 2 seconds with a press of a button? Or any radio is damaged. So unrealistic. So we are moving position. You've got to really, haven't you? You've been detected in artillery, you can't sit there. Going down to this far corner. So they've still got their artillery. They've also got a heavy tank, a medium tank, a light tank, a tank destroyer. They've got the whole range of tanks at their disposal, the enemy team. One of every category. What can they do with it? Surely we've been detected. Yeah, we have. And we get the hit in. You'd hope for more damage than that. 93 damage. Can we get the reload? He's probably going to get a shot into us, isn't he? Oh, we get the kill shot. That Churchill free is going to be absolutely furious with himself, I would imagine. Oh, going toe to toe. We got now the T-70 pushing in our position. We take the shot. T-70's now going to approach, thinking, "Ooh, it's an artillery. Probably has a reasonably slow reload. Maybe this T-70 player hasn't played many games of World of Tanks." Oh, we've got shots coming in from the Chinu. We really need that SAL 42 to do something. I think he's maybe even AFK, the SAL, because he's not moving on the minimap at all. Oh, he is moving. Don't know what he's doing over there, but he's not helping us right now. Can we get the snapshot? No, we don't. How can we survive this? We're surrounded by enemy tanks. The T-70's only nibbling away at our hit points. Gotta wait, gotta wait, gotta wait, gotta wait. Takes her time. The side of her tank says terrible on it, but she's having a really good game. Can we get the Chinu? What's the enemy artillery doing? Why isn't he shooting us? Fire! We managed to take out their Chinu. Ah, they didn't. He did nothing then, did he? The SAL. He just sat back there and he was like, "Yeah, you deal with it. It's not a problem. You've got it, artillery. I'm just a medium tank that could have destroyed both those tanks in less than 10 seconds." It does take Goddess 2 minutes to destroy those tanks, but we get there in the end. So we've been shot by 2 different tanks now. So I think we have secured the Stark's medal. I don't know, that would happen. Now we've just got to go hunting, I think. I'm going to speed this up because this is not a quick tank. Even at ×2, this is not a quick tank. Let's do ×4. We're laying up. Dare I? I don't think I've ever been to ×8 in a replay before, but I think I might. ×8 speed. Here we go. We're flying along now. Did I miss that? Let's go back. Just see what happened because I didn't. Detected. Turn it around. Fire. Execution. It was up. That was brilliant. I don't think that little tier 3 had any sense that that tank was there because of the trees. At least 2 lines of camouflage between her and the enemy tank. He was moving. She's stationary. Gets the advantage. Plants the shot in his face. Back up to ×4. So all they've got left is their enemy artillery. ×8. Do I dare go to ×16? A few firsts on this replay for Plum. No, I won't go to ×16. Oh, there's the M41. We take our shot, we miss. It looks like the enemy artillery was able to, probably deservedly so, kill the SAL. That means it's left for us now to have a duel. Back up to ×2. And we're watching and waiting now for this M41 HMC. What options does she have, really? You've only got 2 minutes left on the clock. Who wants a draw? Have we been detected? I can only assume that we have. I think they're both aiming at each other. Take a shot while you're waiting for your reticle to settle. Good choice. When you've got a long aim time and your reticle is going to take absolutely ages to condense down, as long as it takes you to reload a shot, you may as well take a blind shot and start the whole process again, because you never know. Take another blind shot. He's got 21 hit points, we've got 76. These are the kinds of artillery games I like to watch. You just have low hit point targets left at the end, and he's just running. At least he's got some speed and mobility in that thing. You'd think he'd have the advantage, but he's put himself down in the river now, and he's not facing the right way. I might have been tempted to go down there then and swing a left and try and put one in his back. We've got less than a minute left now. It's whoever can get that shot off at the right angle. Can we do it? Have we done? We've done all this. Surely. Oh God, he's pointing and he's fired, and you fired. I think you missed an opportunity then. He fired. You could have taken your time. I think the M41's got a slightly longer reload than you, and in the end, you kiss him to death. Give him a little love hug, love tap. That was a good game. Well played. Let's take a look at your post-game stats. Well, that's pretty good for the the 105 leFH. You get your first class mastery badge. You also get bruiser, duelist. Most importantly, you do get your Stark's medal. It's great fun being hit in artillery and surviving the battle to the end and picking up that medal. I like that medal a lot. And you also manage to pick up Top Gun. And to pull all that off in artillery is always really satisfying. It's difficult enough doing these things in a regular tank, but doing it in artillery. And on XP, let's sort it correctly, you came top. Tanks killed, you came top. Damage done, oh, you didn't quite get top spot on damage done. The archer that was in the middle of the field got destroyed about halfway through the game. Managed to get top spot, but still, my God, that was a pretty darn good performance in the 105 leFH. 31,000 take home, 25,000. Sorry, you got given 31,000, took home 25. A really cracking result. 3,677. Fired 33 shots. Only hit 10 of them, but when they hit, they did do damage, and a little bit of splash damage. 4 of those. A cracking game. Well played. I think you did really well towards the end to hold your nerve. It would have been easy at the end when the two medium tanks, so the Churchill and the T30, was it? So the T70, this one down here, and the other tank, the Chi-Nu, was it? These two bottom tanks, when they were surrounding you, you should have died. I don't know what happened to the enemy team there. I guess that's playing in the... It's a mid-tier game. Tier 5, it's mid-tier. It's not definitely a low-tier game. But there were low-tier tanks playing in it, so still... They should still instinctively know that they should just come and get you. Instead of playing peekaboo with you. Cracking game. News front, it's Tuesday now. Hopefully this video goes up today. Having watched Mingles with Jingles yesterday, and he's announced his competition to do a video on YouTube. That made my ears stick up. It's like, oh, I can do that. Unlike a replay competition where I would no doubt not get anywhere near the top spot, making a video about World of Tanks. I could do that. So I was going to do an unusual World of Tanks video anyway with my those Kobe construction kits, because I've got a KV2 and a Cromwell tank. I've built the Cromwell as well now, so I've got these two model tanks, and they're completely endorsed by World of Tanks. All the packaging's of World of Tanks. You get a couple of bonus codes in the boxes. So I'm going to do something with those for my entry into the 500k 1000 thing. Of course, it will go up on my channel, and I think you just sent him the link, perhaps. I think today he's going to announce exactly the rules for this competition. Now, a lot of people are going to moan about it because it is a video competition, and making your own video is probably not as straightforward as it seems, and not something you can just do straight away if you want to give it some sort of polish. I suppose anyone can pick up their camera and make a World of Tanks tribute video, or I imagine that's what's going to be the winners aren't going to be replays as such, unless they're really well edited. You can maybe set up some scenario in a training room, getting your friends involved to make something, I don't know, some kind of message out of tanks, or blow up walls to make a message or something World of Tanksy. And probably keeping it short is a good idea as well, since it's a competition. No one's going to want to sit and watch a 20-minute video for a competition. So yeah, I've got things rattling around inside my head. I'm going to try and record some footage of these machines in my garden over the next 2 days, and then get the old vocal cords to work, doing the British crew in the Cromwell tank. I don't think I'm going to need a Russian speaker for the KV2. I think it will just be the threat that the Cromwell's facing. I think maybe I'll slip in, maybe I'll call upon someone who can have a very good Russian accent, since there are some good people in the clan, I think, who have got very good accents for pulling off Russian. I do not at all. I fail completely. I'm very good at English. If I'm good at something, I'll stick at it because it's just my thing. Russian, no, absolutely not. But yeah, I might have to enlist the aid of a couple of allies to give me a couple of lines of dialogue in Russian, and it'll just be a humorous engagement in World of Tanks in my garden. Hopefully that'll get some interest and maybe get a few more subs on the channel perhaps. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed that game from the Goddess. A pretty decent game in artillery. I think you've got to agree it's not your ordinary game of artillery. It was a really good performance. Thank you for sending it in, Goddess. I do appreciate it. All the replays I get sent, I do appreciate all of them, as you'd expect me to say. I'm not going to sit here and say, don't send me replays. I freaking hate those things. No, I do. I really appreciate getting replays in. If I could show them all, you know, it would just be a wonderful thing, but I cannot. So I just cherry pick, and there we go. Keep your heads down, drink plenty of water, cut a pow, and I'll play World of Tanks again for you very soon. Hopefully live tanks, hopefully in the SU-100Y. Still waiting for that game. I think I've played it about 6 times now. It's not like I'm playing 100 games and not had a good one. I've only played like 6 times because I'm just not playing as much as I'd like to right now because it's the middle of summer and I'm very, very busy. Blah, blah, blah. So I just thought I might play it once a day at the moment, or once every other day to have a game in it and hopefully pull off a cracker, but it hasn't happened yet. A couple of mediocre performances and a couple of dreadful ones where you just get spotted and you just get torn to pieces in that machine. Anyway, thanks everyone. Take care. Bye bye.